Greetings. It's like 2 a.m. and my sleep schedule's been really messed up this week for some reason. So I'm just kind of up and doing nothing, but I thought I should make a video about this cool thing that our friend Peter back in Rhode Island sent me. It's Dianetics. Now, for those of you who don't know, Dianetics is kinda sorta the Bible of Scientology. I mean, Scientology is this sort of money-making cult where once they get you in, they consistently make you buy books and audio cassettes and all this stuff by L. Ron Hubbard. So there's a lot more literature in that religion than most others, which might have one holy book or two or three or what have you. Whether it's some of Old Testament, New Testament, Quran, Doctrine and Covenants, Book of or whatever. They all have this stuff, but Dianetics was the one that started it. Basically, L. Ron Hubbard wrote this nonsense New Age mysticism bullshit book in the 1950s, and it became sort of a fad. And then when that fad died out, he dusted it off and created this religion off of it and added other things like about thetans and alien souls and volcanoes and all that shit. But it all started here with this sort of bullshit self-help book. I mean, we still have bullshit self-help books today. We have things like The Secret, that was a big fucking piece of shit thing, or The Power of Positive Thinking, all that sort of stuff, basically. All the idea that if you put out good feeling into the world, magical things will happen to you. But anyway, enough of that bullshit. So, what's particularly cool about this edition, and I don't know where Peter got it, but it's not bad. I mean, yeah, the pages are, darkened and whatnot, and there's some staining on the dust jacket. It has the normal wear and tear, but for a book that was published in the 1950s, that's sort of understandable. I mean, this is actually in fairly decent condition for a book that's that old. I mean, still has the dust jacket and everything. But this is a very old edition of Dianetics. The copyright is 1950, and this appears to be the first edition, 6th printing. It does say 6th printing, but I think this is the first edition, 6th printing. And by looking on abebooks.com and some other sites that let you appraise the value of various books, in a fairly decent condition, this book, first edition, 6th printing, is worth about $75. So, not too shabby. And, I mean, the book is all just a bunch of rambling nonsense. L. Ron Hubbard makes all these claims and then doesn't cite any empirical evidence or statistics to back it up. It's just sort of like, believe me because I said so kind of stuff. And he talks about, there's a lot of stuff about childbirth and anti-abortion stuff. Remember, this 1950s, way before Roe v. Wade, so abortions were still illegal. But, yeah, there's all, talks about engrams and the reactive mind and a bunch of other sci-fi jargon and bullshit. So it's quite interesting and funny to read through it. I read Dianetics as a teenager because I'm a big movie geek, and so when you see that there's a bunch of stars as a member of this Scientology cult, you think, hey, I wonder what that's all about. Why are all these famous people attracted to it? And then you sort of read into everything, and it's really bad. I mean, all religions are idiotic and crazy bullshit, but Scientology's really out there. The fact that they keep a lot of what they believe secret and they sort of make you pay to climb this ladder, it's just really messed up. But it is sort of funny to look through, the book that started it all. And I wonder if this edition changed, or rather that future editions changed from, the cover price was $4 on this one. But I wonder if the newer editions that are printed by the current church, run by David Miscavige, because obviously L. Ron Hubbard died in the 80s, I wonder if they've changed things to update with where their crazy mythology has gone. American Negro, that's a psychology book there, so that just shows you how old this is. But, man, I mean, seeing all these old editions and the way that book cover designs and things like that have changed, but So it's really wild. I like collecting all these old books. That's why, like, my girlfriend and I will go to that dollar book exchange thing. We still haven't put up that video. My apologies on that. Or we go to, well, we go to a lot of different things. Used bookstores to try to find, like, funky little editions of things. But this is really cool. So, Peter, if you're watching this, I know you watch the videos. Thank you very much. It's an excellent addition to my collection. It's really up my alley, and it's really pretty wild. We're like reading various passages about all the weird theories they have. You know, why Scientologists have silent birth, because they think like all this other shit can be heard by like the baby in utero. It's really wild stuff. So yeah, that's that early edition of Dianetics I have. Pretty sweet.